So welcome back to Lightwave Digital, and this little scene here show in the end how you build a setup if you work with Octane, that you have a distance node, and that distance node animate the depth of field, and you can combine that with the focal length in Lightwave, and you can also animate the focal length, and I show in that example scene here how it works. Yeah, so the car and the trailer and all that is also a placeholder. Yeah, this scene would show how it works if you work with a distance node and with Octane. Yeah, so this scene here is for Octane users, so if you want you can also load it with your work with Lightwave native, but the scene is render ready for Octane. Yeah, so if you play with that scene and you have not Octane installed, or you work not with Octane as renderer, then you have to ignore the warnings if you load the scene. Yeah, but you can load it also in Lightwave native. So how it works now: so we have in that scene a camera target, and that camera target is this here. You can see it here in the middle, and this camera target is parented on the body from the car, on the car body, so that that camera target in motion goes every time with the car if the car drive. Yeah, and how it works now with Octane, I blend it in here in that way. So you see two item info nodes, and they are connected to a distance node, and the distance node is connected with the focal depth, and that focal depth would then be rendered with the aperture you give in here. Yeah, so for my example here, the aperture and edge is 3, and the item info node show you what kind of distance the distance node see to put the input in the focal depth, and that's in that case the camera target. So I show that camera target, that's what's here is parented on that car, and the second is your actual camera if you render it. Yeah, so my actual camera is here camera 5 in the scene, and also the camera 5, you see it here on top, is the camera we used for that example here to with some animation. So the camera himself is animated, and now the aperture from Octane would be via the distance node and the two item info nodes controlled and steered. Yeah, so you have the right depth of field. The second what you can do is, if you want to animate the camera and you would also animate the depth of field, is to do that what I show here. And as an extra, you can also animate the focal length, and the focal length you can then animate under the camera properties here with the lens focal length. And in a moment, if you open it, you see it begin here with 50 millimeters, and it goes then up to 100 millimeters, stay a while, up to 100 millimeters, go then back down to 50, hold it to 50, to frame 600, and goes then one more time up to 100 millimeters. So you can zoom in and out over the time in your setup. Yeah, in combination with Octane distance node here and that focal depth, that's here 3, you can then play with the parameters and bring it in combination. So the render output you found on my own YouTube channel. You can see in what way it looks if you animate that. And yeah, that's that little scene to understand how it works. And I think yeah, it's simple to understand, and you can now play with that and make some tests for yourself with that scene. Yeah, so see you later, alligator, and have fun.